the close connection between the mind and the breath was known to the yogis of old, okay, from thousands of years. And many of these rishis and yogis applied these practices to themselves and formulated very mathematical practices of pranayam with, ratios of purak, recha, kumbhak, antari, and bahari, which means inhalation, exhalation, holding of the breath inwards and outwards. And it's very beautiful. For me, it's very beautiful because when you practice these mathematical formulas of breath, it takes you to a state of beauty, and like the beauty that you'll feel in music or dance, So it's like a meeting of these two, which is amazing and all practitioners of yoga sadhana do realize this slowly over time, because when they practice these mathematical formulas of pranayam and they feel this joy bubbling within themselves, it's a beautiful thing. Namaste. Welcome to the second step of our practice of the Vyayam of Pranayam. And Pranayam, the Vyayam of Pran. This is what happens when you make all these complicated titles. And today we are going to continue with the work on our breath. And those who've joined us for the first time, I'll ask them to start with the first part of this session, and I'll put the link in the description. So once again, relax, take a breath. You're not here to do anything serious. We are making a connection with our breath. And through the medium of the breath, we are going to take the leap to the pran, which will come automatically as you keep practicing, okay? So once again, let's begin by breathing gently. Inhaling and exhaling. And you'll find when you practice these exercises, slowly, there is a release of stress in your body, and a clarity comes in as you practice. The mind becomes very clear and still. Now today what we're going to do is, as we inhale and exhale, we are going to count. So let's start with the count of 4. So as you breathe in mentally, you'll count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you exhale to the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do this a couple of more times. Inhale to 4, exhale to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this seems very simple, but then now we're going to start training the pran, okay? Training the breath. So when you inhale to 4, the breath should last the count of 4. There should be no leftover breath after 4, and the breath should not finish before 4, okay? Now let's do it again. Inhale, and I'm counting to 4, you breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now exhale to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now remember, you can practice this on your own also, because it is training, because unless you keep training, the breath will not get trained, okay? And the connection with the breath and the mind is so close that all of us have noticed that when we get angry, when we are sad, the first thing to change is the pattern of breathing. So if you do something at that moment, it's not going to help. But because you're training the pran now, when you get angry, when you get sad, when you get upset, the breath will kick in because you've been training it and immediately calm you down. Okay? So let's carry on. Inhaling to 4, exhaling to 4. That's all we're going to do today. You will learn to expand your breath, reduce it to make it last to the count of 4. Inhale again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep breathing. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, the beginners, they might feel they need to take a few breaths in between the counting, which is fine. So what you can do is when you are doing the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you just feel, oh my God, I need to breathe normally, take a few breaths and then get back to the training again. Again, you'll inhale to the count of 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now take care to count and space the counting similarly, okay? So don't breathe. If your breath is left, don't go 1, 2, 3, 4. And as you exhale, because the breath is going fast, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, the spacing of the counting has to be the same, whether you are inhaling or exhaling. That's the training. Once again, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's do it. I'm not going to count. You will count mentally and inhale and exhale. I'm going to give you some time to get in sync with your breath. You can inhale through your nose and exhale through the mouth. Keep breathing. Remember, there's nothing else to do. Fall in sync with your breath. Inhale to 4, exhale to 4. You can practice this for 5 to 10 minutes, maybe morning and evening. You can do it before sleeping at night. But remember, light stomach, okay? Not on a heavy stomach. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Seems very simple, but it's such a powerful technique that as you start training, these are the first steps to training the pran and the breath. Good. Now in the next slot, exhale with 1, 2, 3, 4, and finish and relax. So this is our lesson for today, and keep practicing. And like I said, all these practices can be done, interchange them, do the part 1, do the part 2, then we'll keep adding more and more to these sessions. And because of the platform, I cannot teach very dynamic practices of pranayam here. So we are going to keep it simple. Do these practices, you'll find great benefits from it. Okay. So I'll see you next time. Namaste.